and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio, and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What?
It's just different.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Life is funny, things we do to get money. Hardships, hard times. And these days, these situations, they be sticky like honey. If it ain't Corona, they trying to clone ya. What happens to the little girl that went missing from her home? Her own daddy keep touching her. Daddy, leave me alone. I ain't got the answers. Trying to get justice for George Floyd. And if Bill Gates got the cure, make sure he got one for cancer. We screaming stop the violence, but who we asking? The killer the same color as the one in the casket. I'm no preacher, spitting hard facts like bleachers. Make America great again. It's only for the rich leeches. Where's Felicia? I guess black reparations went to new prisons and new police substations. For black justice, they be debating. We gotta wake up, but I'm going back to back. I'm on one. Cold cases still hot in the hood, cause the nigga that did it, he still home, son. I'm my own rapper, but got a new balance. Rest in peace to all the young fallen soldiers. Didn't get a chance to show the world their talents. I'm so focused, trying to save the nation. Seeing the road ahead like a full focus. You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I seen.
It's like that.
Live your life, not mine.
It's like that. It's like this. It's like that. It's like this. It's like that. It's like this. It's like that. Yo. You already know what it is, man. Happy Thursday to ya. Your host with the most, man. Phocuz Phocuz Radio. And each and every Thursday, man, we do this thing. Show kicks off at 6 p.m. We go all the way to 7 p.m. So we are your hottest evening podcast. You already know what it is, man. Phocuz Phil on Facebook. It's just that simple. Phocuz. And then Phil, man, that's with 2 L's. Or Beltway Radio and Beyond.com for all my people, that's just like the pluck all day, man. Them keys, you already know what it is. IG, Phil Phocuz. And also, man, feel free to share your thoughts and share your stories with me, man. Feel free to give me some ideas. Feel free to advertise, market, promote your business. It's all about that these days, man. Don't want to be, don't want to have to stand and wait for the other man. Gotta want to do our own thing, if you know what I mean. So you already know what it is, man. Also, Phil's Services. Phil's Services is in full effect, and that's light hauling. That's all your painting and drywalling, and that's your pickup, and that's your drop off. You feel what I'm saying? And your bulk trash removal. Basically, anything you need done with a truck. You know what I mean? And Phil is also, good with the hands as far as, some handyman services, man. So hit him up, inbox him, not now, but right now. And I think it's 202-749-3470. Hit him up, man, and show him some love. So you already know what it is, man. We are here another Thursday. And one thing that we do on Phocuz Radio is report the news that they don't want to. And I got to do it. I got to do it each and every Thursday. I got to keep my community informed. You dig what I'm saying? Because, like I say, the news only going to show it just one time. And now it's getting to the point where it's so overwhelming. You feel me? And it's happening so consistently that we can't forget about these stories. We can't forget about them. Because a lot of times what happens, it's in the news, and then we do the, the memorials and the funerals and all that, and then we forget about the stories. You know what I mean? The past stories that has happened. And we got to be able to, like I said, we always gotta, everything is, how I want to say this. Basically, we just can't forget about the stories. We can't forget about the children that has lost their lives. You feel me? We can't forget about the little kids that lost their lives in different neighborhoods and the shit that has happened and also leading up to now, and it's still happening. So I like to do that also on Phocuz Radio with a lot of stories once I get new, updated information, because it's happening so consistently, it's like we're getting immune to it. Our system is getting immune to it. You know what I mean? Because it's happening so much. Every day we turn on the news, it's a youth either getting buried, it's a memorial service, you feel me, or getting killed, or getting shot, or getting locked up for robbery. They caught them on camera, carjacking. And the shit that happened, I want to say this was yesterday. The gentleman, getting some in Tacoma Park, putting some air in his tire, minding his business, and some is this it right here? And I don't know. I like they punks now. I like to call them punks. It used to be creeps. It used to be these punks. And they wanted to pursue a carjacking, so they tried it. They always try. They gonna try. And I think they tried with the wrong one this time. So it's right here. I'm gonna see if I could turn my live around. You can always feel free to share this thing. Right here, my bad. And this is the shit. This is the shit that's going on within our communities. Had to defend herself. Look, young punks. Watch this, though. Hold on, y'all. Watch this. This is in Tacoma Pop. Suspect 1. He ain't know. See, he ain't. See? Yeah, that bullet went through that window. I'm telling you. He lucky, man. He lucky. That's what I'm saying. See, we getting tired of this shit, man. I got a company, a real good company that's gonna come in, and we gonna speak on getting that concealed carry, how to use a firearm, just get into all the logistics of the firearm, campaign. This is just to protect yourself and your family, and I suggest that. So I'm gonna bring some, like I say, some real good people in, a real good company in, pretty soon. As soon as I confirm everything, and we gonna get into that. And that needs to be something I think regular now, because I think we not only maybe trying to go to war in the country, but we already going through war in our own neighborhood. Civilians. You know what I mean? With these monsters at a fucking gas station. Anybody else could have walked around that corner, walking down the street, anything. But see, that's what it's going to turn to. And it's going to be a lot of sad, sad parents. Keep telling y'all, man, they've got us in a system. I'm telling you, it's a system. They got a plan. They got a plan for us. That's why this shit is happening. Like, we better wake up. I'm telling you. It's gonna be a lot of that. See, the next people ain't gonna be that lucky. It's been a few that ain't been that lucky. Because people tired of being violated. Then by your own, doesn't matter who's violating you, but by your own kind. So I guess you make your own law. Got to make your own law. Let me see if I got any comments on this one. Javi Pittman, you already know what it is. She says true. What's happening, Janet? One love. Happy birthday, Miss Carter. You already know what it is. Phase in the building. You already know what it is. My bad, I done had the joint, flip the joint around, my bad. But yeah, man, so that's what it's going that's what it's coming to. That's what it has come to. So long as you get it and you can carry it legally, and the way that you may have to shoot a person or may have to kill a person, I'm sorry to say, but it happens. And within them legal grounds, you know what I mean? And like I said, that's why I want to bring the people in, and then we ask those questions. Happy birthday, man, in better news. Happy birthday, man. We're going to show this picture of my man Wale. You already know what it is. DMV's own Wale, man. And I think has done a lot for the culture as far as showing his originality, coming from this area, and his music, the type of music that he has put out. And, I like how it came from go-go. It's like, came from go-go, then, he put in with the hip-hop, and then later on with the R&B. You feel me? Then it was kind of like some ballads. You feel what I'm saying? With a little bit of hip-hop flow. So just having his own style, you feel me? Being able to do his own thing from within and how he wanted to do it. I got to respect that. You know what I mean? So happy birthday, Wale. We got to pick up on B. Oh, okay, my bad. But you already know what it is, man. Coming from the DMV area. And I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. All this shit is the same. That happened in Maryland. So, the D.C., Maryland, I don't know if that's still a thing, but it doesn't even matter. I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't even matter no more. So be vigilant. Be aware. make wise decisions. You feel me? Like, know when to react and how to react. And that's just what we got to do, man. Is just stay prayed up. Continue to pray for the babies, man. And like I always say, keep the babies right there by the hip. Here we go, man. Right here for all those that's online. But yeah, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, Wale. Virgo, I think it's what, Virgo season? Yeah, Virgos come out to the Leos, right? Yeah. So, happy birthday to all the Virgos out there. I don't know until when y'all celebrate. I mean, like, because Leos rock. I'm sorry, but happy birthday to all the Virgos. And I'll find something that represents y'all Virgos. Let me see. Anybody else that came on? And y'all make sure y'all tell a friend to tell a friend. Like I say, feel free to post your topics, your questions, comments, concerns. And we can definitely talk about it right here on Phocuz Radio. It is close to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And it became like, I don't know, I think with this, it's a serious thing, don't get me wrong. But I think it kind of became, it's been going on for so long, been bringing awareness for so long, kind of became a trend. I mean, not the disease itself, but I'm saying as far as, how we celebrate it. And it's just a quick story because I was talking to a dad and, it's football season. He said, yeah, man, my son had me go out and spend all this money on these all pink Nike cleats. He said, I asked the boy, what you want some all pink Nike cleats for? And his son said, man, Dad, is about to be Breast Cancer Awareness Month. He say, boy, ain't nobody in your family ever died who had no breast cancer. But the color is pink. We celebrated for nearly 4 decades, man. Shout out to Susan G. Coleman. That's that breast cancer foundation. If you want to bring awareness and however you do it, I usually like to wear a shirt because I have had a few scares in my family with some females in reference to breast cancer, and a grandmother actually passed away from breast cancer. So, like I say, during COVID-19, the pandemic, they said that it was less women that were being tested for breast cancer because of the pandemic. So that had kind of upped the numbers going into the 2022-23 season. But like they say, it's been in full effect. Mammograms for my ladies, even my younger ladies now, maybe even 32, 33, 35, all the way up. And, early detection, they say improvements in the treatment they have still been working on after they could have been collecting so much money, I'm telling you, man, due to breast cancer. So that's what they are focusing on, man, that early detection. So the mammogram is very, very important. You feel what I'm saying? And they say starting at 40 for those at average risk. For those that are average risk have a mammogram every year starting at age 40. All at risk, even men, yeah, and I ain't bullshitting you, even men, breast cancer, feel any lump, anything unusual around the armpit, side area here, they advise you to go to the doctor. But yeah, man, real talk, even with men with breast cancer, and the same thing, but the numbers are totally different as far as with men and women. breast cancer, of course. But one thing that we do, let me read this, y'all. Black men are more likely to develop prostate cancer. 1 in 6 black men would develop this in his life, compared to 1 in 8 men overall. The black man, us, is 1.7 times more likely to be diagnosed with it, 2.1 times more likely to die from. And that's versus white men. And I don't know, the thing about it, I guess maybe we are so strong as black men, black women also. I don't know. Maybe, things tend to break down sooner or more. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because we have, so much DNA, everything just running through us. So a tendency of break down. At some point in time, we just that mighty and just that strong. Comes the time it breaks down for some. But for real, on a real note, get tested, man. And they say that's at the age of 45. But then I'm hearing younger ages too. And, I've heard about that test, and it ain't something I'm really looking forward to for all my gentlemen out there. But definitely, man, this cancer is a big thing. I always say cancer, as everybody says, man, there's so many different forms, but it's the major ones that, like I say, man, we get affected by, as far as the breast cancer and as far as the prostate. And see, I like to give the proper definition so we can know exactly maybe what we need to do. A cancer in the man's prostate. It's a walnut gland, the size of a walnut, gentlemen, produces seminal fluid, right? And seminal fluid nourishes and transports the sperm. That's what the seminal fluid does. Symptoms include difficulty with urination, sometimes no symptoms at all. You can't even tell. These cases, monitoring is required. Recommended. It can be aggressive, require radiation, surgery, hormone therapy, chemotherapy, and other things that can help with this prostate cancer. Saying all to say, man, let's get healthy. Let's make these appointments. Let's get into these doctor's offices. Let's ask questions. Let's bring people with us, spouses, family members that we trust. You know what I mean? And, with so much other things going on in the world, we got to also focus on the health. One thing about the health, and this is for the women and the men, and like I say, this is the next awareness month that we have coming up. But, we start early, and it's not one thing. It's not that we got to wait to celebrate any disease that we want to bring awareness to and shopping for a cure, right? We don't never have to wait, but this is one that's coming up, and it's a big one, cancer. So, once again, like I was saying, for women and men, someone that, you can trust, make these appointments, get in there, and like I say, man, ask these questions, the medication given to you, ask these questions, read the bottle. You don't understand something, look it up. Google, look it up. But yeah, man, so just dropping some knowledge on y'all, man. You can celebrate any awareness you want to, anytime that you want to. You already know what it is, y'all. Once again, y'all, I am your host with the most, man, Phocuz, Feel the Phocuz Radio. And people ask, what do I do? What do I talk about? Do this thing each and every Thursday. Show kicks off at 6 p.m. We go all the way to 7 p.m. Beltway Radio and beyond. Slots available for whoever I want to do me a show. Slots available. Get your storyline together. Get it right. Let's see, man, who else we got? Murray Webb, you already know what it is. Hey, my friend, in the building. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Like I said, you already know what it is. Hey, y'all, don't go nowhere, man. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to reorganize myself here, man. But like I say, man, we advertise, we market, we promote. Let's help bring our missing people home. I got some stories, man, coming up. But don't go nowhere. Couple of minutes, y'all. We right here. We ain't going nowhere. We focus.
It's just different.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Life is funny things we do to get money. Hardships, hard times. And these days, these situations, they be sticky like honey. If it ain't Corona, they trying to clone ya. What happens to the little girl that went missing from her home? Her own daddy keep touching her. Daddy, leave me alone. I ain't got the answers. Trying to get justice for George Floyd. And if Bill Gates got the cure, make sure he got one for cancer. We screaming stop the violence, but who we asking? The killer the same color as the one in the casket. I'm no preacher, spitting hard facts like bleachers. Make America great again. It's only for the rich leeches. Where's Felicia? I guess black reparations went to new prisons and new police substations. For black justice, they be debating. We gotta wake up, but I'm going back to back. I'm on one. Cold cases still hot in the hood, cause the nigga that did it, he still home, son. I'm my own rapper, but got a new balance. Rest in peace to all the young fallen soldiers. Didn't get a chance to show the world their talents. I'm so focused, trying to save the nation. Seeing the road ahead like a full focus. You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I seen.
It's like that.
Live your life, not mine.
It's like that.
If you know what I mean.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
You don't know what I seen.
Yeah.
Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know.
Life is a bitch and death is a motherfucker. You can't trust a mother, cause people be motherfuckers. They stab you in your back and they smile up in your face. They do whatever it takes to have another place. The population polluted and robbing and shooting. Their mental state been diluted. They owe them all that they booted. Now how you only 17 and you looking 35. It's a wonderful time in this life to be alive. You better get your shit together. Stop wasting your time, cause time waits for no one. No person, place, or no thing. Yeah, it go fast, motherfucker. It go fast.
You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I seen.
It's like that.
Live your life, not mine.
It's like that.
If you know what I mean.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
You don't know what I
Like
seen.
this.
Live your life, not mine.
Yo, y'all already know what it is, man. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. You don't know. They don't know. We don't know. He don't know. She don't know. Yo, y'all already know what it is, man. I am your host with the most, man. Focus Field of Focus Radio. And, as I go throughout, what I'm saying, this journey of nowadays what we call podcasting. Because I don't even remember, I'm trying to think, man. I think it was like radio show or something like that back in the day we used to say. Like when I first started doing this, right? And just how far this has come. Like the board over there now, 4 mics. Because I remember it used to be set up. We just pass the mic down to each other, the joint with the cord, or the little board right here with the mic sticking up right there in the, you know what I mean, small little room. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, just want to thank everybody, man. Like, seriously, for all those that tune in, that don't even see me in the booth every week, but still tune in. Those real people that send those comments, send those messages, that reshare, that post, you know, all that. The ones I see out in the streets, I go to certain events, hey, Phocuz Field of Phocuz Radio, trying to get on the show, this, that, and chop it up with all that, man. Wanted to thank y'all, man, all that as we go into a new season. It should be going into a new season and having a new reason. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Going into a new season and having a new reason. And that's how I feel tonight right here on Phocuz Radio. Just rejuvenated. Just sitting here thinking, man, just rejuvenated. New mics, new headphones. You know what I mean? Sound crispy, like Krispy Kreme donuts. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? A new season with a new reason. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we gotta, that's how we gotta go into this thing, man. You feel me? And when I say a new season, because it's September, the 21st today? And then you know, right around the corner tomorrow, it'll be 2024. So we gotta start this new season now. We gotta come up with this new reason today. The reasoning. Why? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't matter. If I do it now, will it make sense later on? If I do it now, is it going to matter later on? Because it matters right now. But what's the reason? What's the new reason? Now you're in a new season. So let's make it make sense, man. New reason, new season. New season, new reason, however you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's a new reason why it's a new season. Brand new, rejuvenated, going into this fall, going into this winter. You feel what I'm saying? Going into 2024 and so forth and so on. So you got to have a reason. You got to have a reason. You feel me? A new reason, because it's about to be a new season, bruh, sis. And that's real talk. That's real talk. And time is waiting for no one, man. And what he has in store for you, he has in store for you. So just focus, baby. Just focus. You know what I'm saying? Just like my Redskins, a.k.a. Commanders. Just like my Skins 2-0. We focus, baby. You know what I mean? We focus. Got the Bills this week. They 1-1. You feel me? But we are focused. We looking good. You know, 3 weeks, that fourth week now. That fourth week, we should know. We should know that fourth week, how we going to act. So I feel good, man. But, you know, make a long story short, Commanders, we are at home, y'all. We are at home this Sunday, 1 p.m. See the Buffalo Bills. But they ain't no slouch. Because they were strong. They've been strong for the last, maybe 2 seasons. This is third one. So, a real strong last year mob. A real strong mob this year. You know. So, I think it's gonna be a great game. Kind of like the last one we had. I think we're going to have a lot of that because we playing tough. And a tough schedule is coming. So definitely, man, all about them Commanders, man. It is a Thursday night game also that kicks off at 8:15. We got the New York Giants 1-1. San Fran 2-0. Looking good. Third game, though, but looking good. So, a great season, man. It's going to be a great season. It's a new reason. We got a new reason, in other words, to have a new reason to have a new season. And we all knew, the Commanders. We all knew. I'm glad that Magic Johnson has stepped in. And then just give the community a good outlook on things. So when you got somebody like that back in the community and then back in our organization, Super Bowl, baby. And I'm saying it. I don't care. A new reason for a new season. And this might be it. Playoff bound. This might be it, y'all. So for all my real, skins out there, we had to be patient. And finally, we did it. We changed the name. We got over that, So a new reason to have a new season. And we're going to kick it off with the Commanders, y'all. You know what I mean? So we still got time. We still got time because guess what? It's only the third game. It's still a new season. So we're going to play a lot of games. Then we got to say, you know what? It's time for us to rejuvenate this whole thing. I need to change my whole reason why it's a new season. Because it worked hand in hand. Everything is changing. Now it's going to get dark earlier. Leaves on the ground. Going to dress different. It's wintertime. You bring it out. Eat different. You going to make love different. I'm telling you. You got a new reason. It's cold outside. It's a new season.
Are we in pre-season cuffing season now, or are we getting close?
We getting there. We getting there, B, because it's still hot now. It's still hot now. So, it's hot now. But they already lining them up. They already lining them up. Yeah, that's a topic. When is it cuffing season? Because when it start getting cold, and they don't want to come outside, and you outside, they don't want to come outside, they're tired of, it's cold outside. Need you to be in here with me inside. You don't want to go inside, they're going to find somebody to go inside. Hold those hands outside when it's cold. Oh, yeah. And I'm telling you, man, our season, we can have a great season, but only one. You can only have one. And I know our odds right now are 10 to, I don't even know what the odds are. But, wow. Let me go to the comments. Carl, what's up? What's up, cuz, man? Thanks for the love. You already know what it is, man. First customer. Field services. Once again, field services. It's getting cold outside. Field services, what you need done. Your house needs something picked up right quick. It's cold outside. Field services, y'all. You already know what it is. Miss Johnson, what's happening? FaZe, I see you still in the building, man. You already know what it is, man. Young Star Entertainment. It's a new season, FaZe. Now you got a new reason. Brother been putting down music for a long, long time. One of my partners, man, one of my affiliates, Young Star Entertainment. We got some stuff cooking up, Phocuz Radio, and it's just so much and just getting it together. You feel what I'm saying? There's so much and just us having to get it together. We're going to get it together, though. FaZe, it's a new season. Now we got a new reason. Oh, the Giants. They got something. They got something to prove. That's gonna be a good game. I think that's always like a little Giants and Sam, but it'll be a good game. Watch that tonight. Yo, you already know what it is, man. We do this thing each and every Thursday on Phocuz Radio. And find our missing. I really, really, really am working on, seriously, man. Like I said, this new season, new reason, breaking those habits. Break those habits. I'm telling you, man, break those habits. It's a new season. Break those habits. And I gotta do the Bach podcast. Bring our children home. So the missing and murder segment has been the main focus of Phocuz Radio for a very long time. So, like I said, I did it because of Relish Rudd. I say this almost every show I can. The 8-year-old that went missing from the D.C. General Homeless Shelter. March the 1st, it was reported 2014, and has yet to come home, has yet no signs of Alicia Rudd or anything. So just wanted to keep her name alive. But also, as I got more into it, it was just wow, nobody is talking about this subject here, and us taking things for granted. And now more so it should be reported now so more than ever with the crime and everything that's going on. And as far as bringing awareness, and we have to be aware because anything can happen. Anything can happen. So I'm gonna hop right into it. But before I'm hop into my missing segment. But before I do that, I want to rest in paradise to the two models that were both discovered in a downtown LA apartments 2 days apart. 32-year-old Nicole Coates, and then 2 days later, 31-year-old Melissa Mooney. And here's the pics here. Both beautiful young ladies, though. Both beautiful young ladies. Like I say, man, it's always something. It's always something. Um, Now, maybe a serial killer. I don't know. I'm quite sure probably will be the same person. Who knows? Could be a stalker. Who knows? Investigators have little information to go by at this time. One is ruled as a definitely a homicide. The other one is ruled just death at this point until they determine uh, how she died. But I'm kind of confused with that. Um, Beaten brutally. Definitely know Nikki was. And her family had went to go do a welfare check and discovered her there. Her and her dad really, 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 really close, man. So rest in paradise. I'm sorry to both of these young ladies. The model world, probably I'm sure has lost two magnificent models and just people uh, in general. Duval High School, rest in paradise to Jada Madrano Moore. September 11th, walking home, protecting her brother from what I'm hearing from the stories of him being jumped by some guys. And she was shot and killed. And she was 16 years old. There was some students from Flower High School, and they we ain't gonna say way on the other side, but on the other, kind of on the other side of town. I don't know what transpired. Schools are beefing, and I spoke on that. I spoke on that when I first, the week before school had started. And I said, it's going to be something. It's going to be something. And it's starting young, within these schools. And you can't even go to school and get an education. But she definitely stood for something and died for something at the end of the day, which was her brother. And they just had her memorial service yesterday. So a group of teenagers, gunman was locked up, and he remains in jail. Bond denied. The assistant for the Prince George's County State's Attorney, William Porter, he actually argued in support of the suspect remaining in jail without bond. Young girl was pistol whipped. Gun was placed to her head. She was shot point blank. What? And he said, what? He was arguing what? What? I really had to take a deep breath on that one. We go to our first missing person. Demetrius Gainey, missing from the 1700 block of Montana Avenue, Northeast D.C., reported missing Thursday, September the 14th, of course, this year, 2023. Hold on 1 second, child. You always log on. (4:10 p.m.) Was the time that he was reported missing. Like I say, once again, 14 years old, 5'11" in height, 170 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Last seen wearing a gray hoodie, dark jeans, carrying a multicolored backpack. The thing that would stand out would be the multicolored backpack if he still was to have that, I would think. Kind of a tall gentleman, 5'11", maybe the dreads kind of just maybe starting out. He looks young. So Fine Charles, I believe I've reported this young lady. 4500 block of Connecticut Avenue, Uptown, Northwest. Missing since Tuesday, the 12th, 2023. Reported missing at 11:20 a.m. Like I say, once again, only 14 years old. Thing that would be distinctive is that hair that's dyed right there purple, which would be like a braid ponytail. Black female, medium complexion, 5 feet, 6 inches tall, 120 pounds. Black hair, brown eyes. Last seen wearing black shorts, orange hoodie, and black sneakers. Maybe the orange hoodie also. So Fine, and her name, So Fine Charles, or Sophanie. Never know with these. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's spelled as so hyphen fine. Sophanie, maybe Sophanie Charles. Okay. These stories always get me too. Maxwell Brashinowitz, 5300 block of Nebraska Avenue, Uptown, once again, Monday, July 31st, 2023, over a month. And as you can see, what would be distinctive would be the tattoo right there on the right arm. Look like on this picture, maybe it's a cast on his arm. He's a Caucasian male. Feel free to call 202-727-9099 or 202-567-6768. Reported the incident on Wednesday, August 30th. White male, 5 feet, 3 inches tall, 185 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes. Last seen wearing a white t-shirt, gray sweatpants, and gray and white Adidas slides. Wow. This is interesting. Maxwell Brashinowitz. The name is distinctive. Brings us next. Next brings us to Saquon Jackson, 4900 block of 7th Street, Northeast. Missing since Wednesday, September the 13th, 2023. Reported 3:40 p.m. Distinctive will be his haircut, the fade, I would say. I'm sure he looks like he's tall. He's 18 years old. September 30th, 8 days. It's been a week and a day. He is considered an adult, but now this is critical at this point. Black male, I thought he was tall, 6 feet, 4 inches in height, 203 pounds, black hair and brown eyes. Last seen wearing a blue shirt, black jeans, and black sandals. He may be in need of medication. These are the things that we definitely have to pay attention to, the things that we definitely have to report when reporting a missing person. For community awareness, for the police awareness, medical attention, all different types of just awareness, how this person may look, how this person may act. The person has a medical breakdown, you know. So these are the things have to know. She's been reported on my show, definitely I know. Latrice Nelson, 600 block of Edgewood Street, Northeast, Monday, July the 16th, 2018. This is just heartbreaking every time I see her flyer and this pic, because it's been since 2018. July the 16th, that's kind of right after the holiday, I'm sure. Looks like a hot day outside. She had on glasses, the big pearl earrings. 37 years old. Was last seen, like I say, once again in the Edgewood, 600 block of Edgewood Street, Northeast. It was a Monday. Black female, 5 feet, 4 inches in height, 140 pounds, long braids, brown eyes. Clothing description is unknown. To this day, still missing. And it kills me because the awareness is not brought to cases like this. So if we have our police department, we have our government, we have whoever controls the missing persons missing persons sector all over, right? I know at one time I had talked to some officers I had on my show, and they said that the funding for the missing persons division, it wasn't enough funding. They couldn't get enough funding for the missing persons division. My whole thing is just for cases that are definitely cold like that after a certain amount of time. I mean, it has to be something that's mandatory for media to put it back out there, to update the family, to follow up with the family, to interview the family. Case being reopened. But then we defund the police. We don't have enough police officers. So then it takes the people, it takes the citizens, it takes the community to get involved. So another reason why I do the missing persons segment here on Phocuz Radio, to keep these stories, keep these stories in our face, in your face, in our face. And I just think that more attention, and I'm happy at the fact that we have, I'm happy at the fact that we have more now of an outlet through social media. But also, some of these creeps are getting caught and sentenced. I'm glad we had more people, in other words, what I was trying to say was reaching out and more involved. Keep posting the flyers and keep listening to Phocuz Radio. But it was a man just sentenced for Unique Hers case. Unique Hers had went missing October 9th, 2010. I don't think they ever recovered her body. But he was 46 years old. They just gave his ass 35 years. And his semen was found on her couch. So I'm thinking maybe even young Unique at that time could have been raped by this gentleman by the name of Isaac Moe. And they locked him up and they had questioned him for like 10 years and 10 years and 10 years. And I actually had Valencia Harris on my show a few times speaking on her daughter's case. And she finally got justice. So you can't, these little stations like Phocuz Radio, this little internet station right here, Beyond the Beltway Radio and Beyond, you know what I'm saying? Like, it helps. It helps. We help bring closure to these families in so many different ways. And he was finally, after they got some better DNA, after she got lawyers, after she took the community and all the media that she had from these little shows, as some say, and got justice for her daughter. She left everything behind. This wasn't like her cell phone, her eyeglasses, everything with her kids in the house. Nah, Unique don't do that. And finally got justice. So 35 years. He's 46. Let me hold up before I leave. I think I can still do some math. Let me see. How old? 1, 4, 5, 81. Yeah. And in 35 years, it's gonna be so much changed. That's good. Old man can't do shit or even shitting on himself at that point. Just that's the whole thing, man. That's what I'm saying. Like I keep saying about these carjackers and these youngins and these committing these crimes. Like give them like something real long. Like if they like 20, 25, like do it times 4 or 3. We're going to give you 40 years. No, how old are you? No, 25. No, double that. Because even at 65, you still mobile. But no, like maybe 90, like just something like 125 years. Like, and I told you, give them a job that they have to do until they can't do it no more. So give them some work while they're locked up and just, give them a job, give them some hard labor, like seriously extreme hard labor. And they don't, like I said, maybe an hour of sleep. You won't sit around and sleep all day. You know what I mean? Like give them something. Give them some, like I said, and show them this is what's going to happen to you. You're going to be skin and bones. And we're not going to recognize you at all until you just drop dead. And I feel that way we save so much money on some labor. You feel me? Labor, the families be satisfied and happy. Don't give them medicine. Don't help them. None of that. Don't let them get the free good surgeries and the good dentist while they in there. And they, no. Put them. You're gonna have to work. Sorry. Capital punishment. Some real capital punishment. You already know what it is, man. I am out. Peace. We be back next week, y'all. Phocuz Radio.
It's just different.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know